This episode is brought to you by Grumpy Coffee. Go to grumpycoffee.com.au, get your whole bean, get your pods. We've got it all. The best coffee in all the land. Make sure to get some.
Just a bloke in a bar.
Just shows you like how quickly they could control all of us if they wanted to.
I know.
Just boom.
That's it, dude. It's fucking. That's the thing. That's just like you see little bits of it everywhere, and you're like, oh, okay. Jesus Christ! It's almost like they're slowly tying this web together, and then it's like it'll all just come. Like it'll come together, and you're like, oh fuck! All these things are linked. Didn't realize now.
Fuck, I feel like we're already there. Like, what else could they possibly tie us to?
Well,
they've basically got a computer in our bodies.
Yes, I know. It's that digital ID, I think, is the thing. I don't exactly know how that's the big concern.
But even with the digital
internet control,
you already have that.
Yeah, no, I know. But so like, making it necessary to have it to basically use anything.
As in like no anonymity on the internet. Yeah, maybe, but
sign up to things.
I feel like you want to give people the illusion of freedom. Like you'd almost not want to do that because then they realise that they're being fucked.
People are too distracted by the shit they've got going on. It's like and problems like that seem too big, and it's very easy to like.
Fuck it.
You know, just go fucking whatever. Footy's on.
Footy's on. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Well, fuck it. Tino's apparently going to the Dragons.
Yeah, it's true. More important.
There's more important things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like is Reid Marnie, going to actually play this week?
Is he going to be sent out disrespectfully?
Yeah, you know what I mean? There's more important things than whether the government's trying to control you and eventually, just make us all renters. There's more important things like have we ever seen a team so high up the ladder make so many changes to their spine, seemingly needlessly, but it seems to work? They're real questions that keep me up at night.
All right, welcome to another episode of the DMP, brought to you by Aspley Mazda and Luke Camilleri. Make sure to get down, mention the Bloke Pack. You'll get a special price and also 15% off services if you live in Southeast Queensland. Also brought to you by Aussie Footy Shorts, now live, 9 different pairs, sizes up to from small to 5XL. Get there on the Aussie Footy Shorts before they go. How you going, Tom?
Good, dude. I'm good. Welcome to everyone. Thanks for tuning in. I just wanted to shout out Luke Camilleri, who is in the streets right now. I'm seeing him everywhere.
Yeah, he's working.
LDC_01.
01. See, it works. You remembered it, bro.
Of course I did,
It
mate.
works.
Of course.
He's brought on Isaiah Katoa as part of the team now.
Allen, cream pie guy.
Alex Glenn.
Alex
Jarrell
Glenn.
Yayi, Jai Opataya.
No fucking hello spawn. Yeah.
Yeah, well,
I mean, fucking,
if you want an introduction, mate, I can give you an introduction.
LDC_01. What the fuck?
He took care of me as well.
Yeah,
Well, actually, I still paid for it, but you know what I'm saying.
Well, that doesn't sound like he took care of me.
Exactly.
So he doesn't. He's not. He doesn't fucking know about
No, I showed
podcasters.
respect. As mates, I'm not just going to take something free off him,
You fucking what? Well, I will, Luke. LDC_01.
Mate, you've lost your. I mean, I was going to say your other half, but it's not your other half. Your wife's your other half,
Yep.
but like maybe your foot.
Well, listen, he's my business other half, Edward. He's sunning his cock in Majorca. Sure, a lot of people are saying, like, how much annual leave does this guy get? I'll be honest with you, we don't really have a very strict annual leave framework.
Is that to protect yourself, or is that just a general rule?
Well, I think as it relates to Eddy and myself, it's not that strict. To everyone else, it's a bit stricter. But, it's a bit of do what you want to do. In fairness to him, we were both going to go to Europe. My plans changed, so now I have to watch him over there.
Oh, God. But life's tough, though. It is tough being a podcaster.
Dude, it's fucking tough out in the streets,
tough,
man.
bro.
It is. It's hard.
Like, you got to sit on a mic for a couple days a week and talk.
Yeah, at least.
That is hard shit.
Dude, we do maybe 3-4 shows. I gotta leave my wife to put the kids to bed tonight so I can go watch the footy with Seb and gamble and drink Verve, which has become some weird thing that we've started doing on streams.
Drinking Verve.
Yeah, bubbles. Yeah.
Oh man, I'll never forget.
It's the best.
I went on a holiday with my wife now when we first met, and I was broke at this stage, and I didn't even know what Verve was, and both of us were just like, oh yeah, that just get that. Anyway, got it. It was friggin' $300.
Holy shit!
And
where were you?
We're in Fiji, so they just fucking smashed us. And it genuinely smashed my bank accounts to smithereens.
Yes.
And I was just like, oh my God, I'm never doing that again.
Well, listen, I can tell you it's not $300 a bottle now, but it's just... We had bubbles at some function recently, and we were like, fuck, this stuff's good. It just gets you all giddy and in the mood. So Sebo and I had it on the podcast yesterday, left my car in the office, and then we're streaming again tonight, and we're like, fuck it, let's go again.
Wow, okay.
Mate, it's good. Podcasting game's good. And Sebo...
Numbers are up.
Well, they're going all right. Yeah. They're going all right.
Does it make you kind of question, like, I've got to give up half of this fucking whole thing for this bloke, and the numbers are sweet.
Yeah. No. Trust. Listen, we work quite well together. I'm more of the content side of things in Operation Shane Keith, or now Pipe Dreams. Eddie, I need Eddie for the fucking, like, he needs to pay people.
Is it called Pipe Dreams now?
Yeah, Pipe Dreams Media.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Pipe Dreams Media. Shane Warne no longer with us, and it just felt a little bit like predatory on some levels.
Yeah, fair. And obviously you had it before.
We had it before.
Yeah,
we had it before, and it was fun. Like, we
weird.
thought it was. We were just like, this would be really funny to put on like an invoice. That was literally it. Before we even had anyone to invoice. And then we were like, you know what? Pipe Dreams was the name of our very first podcast we did.
Oh, that's sweet.
That's quite nice.
That's sweet.
We were like, this is a pipe dream. This will never happen.
Yeah, and it did.
And now look at us. Now I'm sitting here drinking
and he's
grumpy
fucking
coffee,
over in Europe.
and he's in fucking Majorca.
Oh my God.
Yeah. It looks good. How are you, mate? Because I didn't even ask you how you were.
Yeah, no one does it at this place.
But I do.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it.
No, it's I don't get an opportunity sometimes when Eddie's here because he's fucking all about
it's
Eddie.
true. That
It's
is true.
nice to
get a bit of room to speak.
just to speak.
Yeah, I'm with you, mate. No, it's actually been a tough couple of weeks because the missus been sick.
Oh no.
The kid's been sick.
No.
The other kid's been sick.
Oh wow.
But I turned up on time and went to work the whole time.
But it is tough, isn't it?
But I still turned up.
Yeah, no, of course. Well, you're not sick, obviously, because you have good days.
Yeah, obviously,
but like,
I was sick actually 2 weeks ago.
Oh really? Well,
But
you get sick. I was sick.
It catches you. It's like a safety net.
Dude, I got caught the other day. I got sick the start of the week, and I just caught like.
It really does. I'm not even taking the
gloves.
piss.
No, it does. It does it. That's not an ad, but I did just want to point out that I can completely empathise with a father who's got fucking sick kids at home and what that must be like. Not just 1, 2, shit, maybe 3 if you're lucky. Because I've got sick kids at home as well, both of them. And my youngest one has been up all night. I was up rocking her at 3 in the morning until 5, until 6. So I completely understand what it's like to have sick kids. I look fresh now because I'm fucking battle hard.
Oh, okay.
It's like when you see a Sherpa climbing Mount Everest, like, how's this fucking guy doing that? It's like he's been doing it for a long time. Whereas you're maybe frozen to death at like one of those stops along the way.
No, I mean, I feel like I'm pretty fresh right now.
You do actually look pretty good.
Yeah.
Sickness.
So it's been a roller coaster, that's for sure.
What sort of sickness are you doing? RSV?
Well, actually, the preschool the daycare that my kids go to, he didn't go that week. Head and foot or whatever.
Oh, hand, foot, mouth?
Yeah.
Bro,
we took him out.
Avoid that at all costs.
Yeah, that's what we didn't send him back for like 8 days.
I don't even know what the fuck that is in terms of like what weird part of like, human evolution that like has come from, but I got it. Because like I've had a lot of friends who have had their kids have it, and I'm like, listen, stay away from. Just like honestly, don't go near your child, or do it in a fucking hazmat. I had blisters all over my face, all over my arms, all over my legs. Did I call in? I think you guys did.
Yeah, I remember. I remember when you got it. That's why I wigged out when we got the email. I was like, "Fuck, trust me, you don't want to get this." Tom, I said to my wife, "Tom got fucking fucked up from this shit."
Yeah. I was the canary in the coal mine. You guys can fucking know to run the other way.
Oh, mate. So we literally kept him out of daycare, and the daycare 2 days that we send him, that's when my wife gets time off. But we were so like, no fucking way.
Fuck that.
Take him home. So we waited because I think there's a 7-day period where so we're like, all right, after 7 days it should be sweet, and they would have deep cleaned the whole thing multiple times.
Yep. But those daycares, dude, they're just. I'd actually respect people that work in them for a multitude of reasons. Obviously, they're looking after our children and the future,
the next generation.
Well, the next generation, yeah. But also like. You're basically the people, the first responders to Chernobyl. Like you're just there.
Yeah, it's true.
Every day.
Yeah.
There's snotty little fuckers running around. Parents send their kids sick all the time.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, have done it before, but like you don't really want to send a kid who's sick. Obviously, because you don't want everyone else to get sick, but you're also like, my kid's sick. I don't know if I can put him in there. But like There are parents that do it all the time.
All the time.
Constantly like, hey, yeah, some kid's got to fucking...
See, we are really tight on it because, like, when I walk in and I see a little kid with green snot coming at his nose,
Dude.
I want to tope on it.
I want to boot that kid, or at the very least,
parent.
I want to boot their parent. Like, hey, you're at the playground and your kid's covered in snot. It's just not that hard.
Yeah,
it's really not that hard. Like,
No.
just wipe their fucking nose.
Yeah, and like, listen, if he comes with a little head cold or whatever and he's a little sniffles, even a little cough, I'll be like, you know what, I get it, it's fine. But if he's like full on influenza,
Yeah.
keep him at home,
Keep it
bro.
home.
Please,
That's
just do
it.
that.
If you're a little bit sick, whatever, they're going to catch this shit anyway.
Yeah, you actually want those kind of, but I don't want influenza back in my house.
If they're like literally their brain is leaking out of their nose, like with fucking these globules fucking of snot, I'm just like, and then they're like touching themselves, and it's just like, oi, fuck off with that. This kid's crawling all over a playground.
Yeah.
And like coming up to my kids and grab, I'm just like, I don't want to have to punt a kid, but I might have to.
I will. I'll do it.
I'll do it.
I'll do it.
Dad life, bro. How about it, eh?
Oh, mate,
man.
just fucking dads,
Just
eh?
fucking dads,
Just
mate,
fucking
man.
dads killing it.
Hand-foot and mouth disease first clinically reported in the 1950s in New Zealand and Canada.
1950s, that feels late. You know what I mean?
Does
For
feel
something
late.
like that to
Oh.
emerge.
I watched a sick little mini documentary on the start or the creation of the Black Plague.
Oh,
It
damn.
was crazy,
That
bro.
was like the Dark Ages.
Yeah, it
wasn't
like killed like half the world's population or something like that. And it all started in like Kazakhstan or something. It wasn't exactly Kazakhstan, but it was like a similar country like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
And it's they found they like were able to trace it all the way back to a mound of graves and pull the bones out and test the bones and find out this was ground zero for the Black Plague. And it was in this tiny little, it started from this tiny little tribe that was living with like these squirrels or ferrets or whatever. And those parasites jumped.
Oh, yeah,
into-
from like animal to
Yep.
human.
And then it went all the way down and then came into Europe and fucking decimated the whole world.
Oh, my God.
Crazy little documentary. And have you seen the videos of what happens when the Black Plague?
No.
So there's videos of chicks that do makeup to show you what happens bit by
your
bit.
body.
It is crazy, bro. We're
Really?
talking like zombie shit.
Oh, really?
Yes,
Edge.
psycho.
Is that something now that like it's like, hey, have a fucking Panadol and you'd be cured?
You'd be
of the
sweet,
Black Plague?
probably, maybe. I don't know.
You know what I mean?
but
Like,
fuck.
did we just get rid of the Black Plague, or is it something now we've just got medicine for it? The Black Plague is literally just like RSV.
I don't know, man, but it's fucking serious. Actually, no, I think you actually
How do you
still
get rid of
can.
it? How do you get-
I think you still can get the Black Plague, and they isolate you in like a fucking big
Yeah, that literally, if you are diagnosed with is it bubonic plague?
bubonic plague. Yep.
You'll be hospitalized and given antibiotics if it was treated today. In some cases, you may be put into isolation unit.
Right, but it's just antibiotics.
I tell you what.
Shout out to antibiotics.
Speaking of like, whoever branded that is one of the great branders all time.
Oh, marketer's wet dream.
Like seriously, calling that the Black Plague. That's
and bubonic plague.
yeah,
Both of them.
Like they would have 10 marketing degrees back those days. Because seriously, that's the best name ever.
Well, and you're doing it before you could truly go viral, unless you were just a virus.
No pun intended.
Well, that's
Yeah.
that's the only way you could go viral.
Yeah, with a virus.
Was with a virus.
Yeah.
So the fact that you got that thing.
Was he the first bloke to go viral? Or Sheila?
Well, certainly the first person with a non-viral. Although you could say he just attached it to a virus.
Yeah.
That's the only way you could go viral.
But I feel like the Black Plague truly went viral as like I don't know any other diseases from back in the day that like wiped the whole world out. You know?
No, you're right. And I'm sure there were some, but
Yeah.
they just weren't branded appropriately.
Exactly. Whereas the Black Plague, I remember that shit.
Yeah.
And
No, that's
it's good branding.
Yeah. Well, I'm surprised they haven't named some award after it. Some sort of advertising award.
There was one guy in the US that died from the Black Plague last year.
Holy shit.
How old was he?
I'll find that.
What sort of state was he in?
Yeah, you're already like on death's door and like
Yeah, you know
falls
what I mean?
over after
Like, was he like 700 kilos and 80 years old?
and refused to take antibiotics.
Yeah. Because, that's the antibiotics they'll help, it seems.
But yeah, the Black Plague, the little mini documentary, it's so eerie.
Where is it? Where do the people
On YouTube,
find it? Oh,
on YouTube,
of course.
and just like the origins of the Black Plague, and they only found it out recently because of technology. But it's so eerie because they've got pictures from when the bones were initially taken out, and you can see the exhumed, and you can see the grave where the Black Plague started from, and it's just like what?
Yuck.
It's almost like a horror movie. It looks like a horror movie.
Yeah. And so when When was it? Like, is that in like the 12s and the 13s and the 15s?
Oh,
16s?
fuck.
I'm just trying. When's the dark ages?
I don't know, but man, it just looks so hectic. The makeup that this chick did. You can say, what does it look like to have the Black Plague? And then there's like a reel on YouTube, and she goes through it, and it's just like zombie movie. Honestly,
1346 to 1353.
That was the dark age. That was
when the Black Plague primarily ravaged Europe.
1346 to 53.
Yes.
Crazy, dude. That's a long time to have the world just in absolute, like, you just want to stay away from everyone.
oh my god,
Because I imagine that no one, like, if you got it, was it like 100% death rate?
wouldn't be 100%, surely. Because if it was 100%, wouldn't it just get everyone?
Well, you might be able to avoid getting it.
Yeah. I know.
30.
Oh, okay.
No, sorry. I read 30-50% of the population. I don't know what I'll try to find it.
That's right. I mean, because if it was just a 33% death rate, then you really need to celebrate the branding.
Yes, true. Because
it wasn't
sold
even that bad.
Yeah,
like, it was obviously bad. No, but I mean,
Yeah,
you know, the names seems more hectic.
Yeah, that's
I
fair.
think everyone just dies and
That's
you become a zombie. But it's like, well, no, you know, it was a cold.
That would be a good
The black cold.
That would that would be a good start for a zombie movie. Alternative history where like the Black Plague actually turns people into zombies,
Yes.
and you could like base it. You know how
Well,
like
that's kind of like Last of Us-y, where they're like,
they turn
they're
into
sort of
fucking-
talking about like a mushroom.
Yep.
Like, because there is some sort of mushroom that like takes over.
makes you crazy.
Well, it does it to like animals, like insects and shit.
That shit scares the shit out of me.
Yeah, it does.
It seems like they haven't been really able to figure it out. It just says anywhere between 25 and 75%. And
Okay, that is vague.
Yeah, it's
That's
very vague.
extremely vague.
That's very.
They couldn't
But
be
you
more
may as
vague.
well have said, I don't know.
Nah, I don't know, mate. Short heaps, so.
That is definitely from a person that can't admit when they don't know something.
No, exactly. They're just going to give you as broad. Listen, mate, anywhere from fucking 10%.
It literally says if the mortality rate was 50%, the survival rate will be 50%. If the mortality rate was 75%, the survival rate will be 25%, and so
no
on.
shit, bro.
Jesus Christ.
Also, the guy from New Mexico, they didn't release his name, age, or ethnicity, so we don't know. But it was the first death in the US of the Black Plague since 2020.
Since 2020.
Oh fuck!
Damn.
So it's still getting a couple
people.
of scalps.
Oh Jesus! Tell you what, lingering.
Yeah, lingering, dude.
Alrighty, don't forget, guys, you can join join the Bloke Club. Musashi are back on board. We've got a giveaway, so one lucky Bloke member will win a free Musashi care package. We've also got deals for Squarespace, save 10%. We've also got deals for NordVPN, and obviously Mazda BT50 and Luke. We gave away a Mazda BT50, Luke Camilleri as well. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and also get your good day/daylights from begoodhealth.com.au. Use code DMP, pair it with a subscription, you get 20% off. Anything else?
You see the guy take the catch in the cricket?
Yes, I did. And you know what? Speaking of like chances and like probabilities or whatever, I was speaking to the boys of how fucking good it was that. It's one thing, if it had been a punters and dribblers hat, I would have been like, yeah, heaps of people have that. For him to have a good day hat instead of a punters and dribblers all the way up there and then catch that, the chances of that are like literally 1 in a million.
He catches it, then turns to the camera, and then Howie's like, fuck, he is having a good day. I'm like, oh
Far
I was
out.
coming in my pants, dude.
Jesus.
It was glorious. And we spoke to him on Monday. He's a full-blown dribbler. He actually called us a couple of months ago flying. He flies like planes, like single-engine planes, like from farm to farm.
Oh,
doing
okay.
Shit.
There's country like me.
Yeah, exactly like you,
Yeah,
dude. He's
okay.
from the top end
Yeah,
like you.
yeah.
And he was like, he left us a dribble a while back where he was like, I'm in a plane, I got 3 hours till I land, I got a piss, I've only got a good day bottle. So this guy just reps the brand.
Oh, shit.
You couldn't want anyone.
You've basically got one of the greatest pilots in the country drinking Good Day.
Yeah, and then pissing in the bottle.
Holy shit.
So
that is fucking
that was
good
awesome.
stuff.
Shout out to that guy. He's got free Good Day for life.
But that's, you know what? That's when you know you got a good product, when you're willing to wear a hat about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. And actually, Good Day hat. If you're listening, you know, why did he just pause? I'm wearing our latest Good Day hat, which will be on sale soon.
There you go.
This week, I would say.
There you go.
Yeah, if you want to take screamers like old mate up north, Harry, get one of
Is his name Harry?
Yeah, his name
That
Harry.
even works too, like just a good old-fashioned
Just a
Aussie
fucking
name.
good honest bloke. Harry
Yeah.
had a moustache, I believe, from memory. He
Moustache
did
as well?
He did it pretty
Fucking
easily.
hell.
Like, he
The
just...
two beer cans in his hand was almost disrespectful to the rest of the crowd.
It was just like, sorry, dude.
I have a big cock.
I have a huge fucking
I'm
cock.
honestly surprised his fucking cock didn't catch it.
Well, it might have. That might have actually been his penis. We just think it was his left hand because no one assumes there's a dick that big. Um,
And he was holding the other cans with his other two hands. Okay, that does start to make sense.
yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
You know,
okay.
It just pops up. Anyway, shout out to Good Day.
Shout out.
that guy.
Okay, big Tino. Buzz Rothfield says the Dragons are looking to offer Tino the richest deal in club's history. Riccio has said that officially hasn't been offered, though, so just confirming that. Doggies Bears are also in the race. Apparently, the Bears might offer Tino 1.5 a year for 5 years, which would be bigger than the Dragons offer. I'd like to get your thoughts on this whole situation. And his manager said that he would like to stay at the Titans, which I struggle to believe that.
That doesn't seem like the truth. You've come to the right place though for a hot take, Dan.
Yep.
I actually have. There's no way he wants to stay at the Titans, but I also am like he's done. He's like it feels like he's like I've tried here, guys. Like I've tried to make this work, and you guys suck. And you know there's a reason why I put 400 clauses into my $12 million contract here, because even $12 million is not going to make me happy in this shithole. Respectfully.
Well, it's not like the place he lives is great, but
No,
just
Gold Coast is fantastic.
but it's just not seeming to work.
It doesn't seem.
I
to
feel like maybe it was like one of those relationships where he's like, I need you to try, like I need you to just like work on these things. I'll be better. We'll both be better together.
Well, they don't respect him. They don't respect what he does.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, hey, dude, I've been taking hit ups, eating meters, setting standards, striking fear into the opponent's heart, and all I ask is that you guys keep your shit together and build a roster around me, and you know, keep things fucking going in the right direction. And it doesn't seem like they're doing that. And he's like, well, listen, you may not know this, but I'm going to stay at my mum's.
And I have heaps of hot chicks that are keen.
Heaps of people keen. I'm going to stay with my folks.
Yeah. And I've been keeping that from you for a long time. Like you thought that like I was in this relationship for a while, so I lost my hotness, but it can come back very quickly.
It comes back very quickly.
Yeah.
Don't you worry about that. A couple of fucking, well, I won't say steroids, that's you, but you know, it can come back quickly. The Dragons are obviously, they're like Dragons. There are certain clubs, there are like two types of clubs in this situation. There's the desperate club, and then there's the established club, who's probably going to go, desperate club, I will give you $60 million and a stake in the business and guarantee you a certain amount of money for the rest of your life. And then that's probably your Dragons and your Perths of the world. Dragons more desperate because Perth are kind of new, so it doesn't feel as desperate. Then the Bulldogs, or even like the Storm, I heard someone mention. Was you say the Storm?
I think he'll go back to Storm.
You reckon he'll go back there?
I think he's looking for Prems. That's who they need. Gets paid, about $800K a year, 3-year deal, wins a couple of Prems, and gets paid a bazillion by the Perth
But
Bears.
if you're getting offered 1.5 by the Perth Bears, the PBs, and then you go to the Storm for $850, isn't that a significant undervalue? You know where there's like laws around like you can't pay people
yeah,
certain
but
amounts of money?
not that. Like he would.
That's almost $1 million less.
Yeah, but like that's just because it's so inflated because of the new like competition, like the new team. But also, like if you were to say Tino's worth around 850 to 900, that's definitely reasonable. Like for example, I think Payne Haas is on about $1 million.
What's Tino on at the Titans?
About $1 million. So just because one team's willing to offer 1.5, they don't go off what people are willing to offer. They have their own internal values of players.
Yep.
Because like honestly, you could argue Nathan Cleary is definitely not worth 1.2. He's worth about 1.8.
Sure, I guess there's.
They have like a basically
They
like
have like tiers, like
yeah.
brackets
So like
they're in.
you play Origin. You're in this position. This is the average of your position. You know what I'm saying? They do all that kind of stuff rather than, you know, you've got this huge offer, therefore you can't be below.
They can't control Desperados
Exactly.
doing Desperado shit.
Yeah. And also, if that was to happen, you could manipulate the market by just throwing crazy offers at people, and then someone goes, oh, shit, we can't offer him $800K anymore. We have to offer... You know what I'm saying? You'd be able to manipulate the market with that.
The Titans scream of, like, rocking up to, like, when they hear Tino's like, oh, he's at Grappa having a meeting with the Bulldogs, and, like, the Titans are just waiting outside, and it's like, hey, dude, you let me move on. Like, this is done.
We'll say, like... They did sack Holbrook without speaking to him. And at the time, I understood why they did that because they were trying to make a clean cut. No one knew about it, wouldn't get leaked. However, if you're Tino and he did come out and you could tell he was a bit frustrated with that, I just wonder whether he's kind of held on to that a little bit and been like, does he like Des? Like, I'm trying to work out what's going on with Des. Because everyone's like, Des is gone, but then now it's like he maybe isn't gone. And then some players are like, yeah, I like Des. I'm like, is this people just being like front-facingly friendly because they know they don't like to work with him? They might like the man, not the coach. But I'm like, well, if you liked him, you wouldn't be playing so bad.
Well, you might just not be good at footy.
I mean, that team's pretty talented.
You could fool me, mate. No, they are. They've got some talented players for sure, but like, they aren't.
I don't hear people speaking that glowingly of him.
Like, no, I know, but don't you feel like the conversation's kind of changed a little bit?
Yeah, after 2 okay performances.
I know, it's absurd.
Then they got beaten by South Reserve, so a great side with Latrell Mitchell.
I know, but that's what I'm trying to work out here. I don't understand. Is it that there's actually a change of heart with Des, or is this just like a bit of fucking media shit?
Well, I think it just goes back to, Gold Coast, they've been too nice for too long. They need a ruthless leader that's willing to...
Boy.
They need a bad boy. They need a bad boy, and they're like, treat him mean, keep him keen. But like, the perfect example, I've already spoken about it, so I won't go over it again. But like, when Dave Fafita, after you'd already paid him a record deal, said, I want to go to the Roosters, you should have said, see ya, bruh.
Yeah.
Never coming back here. Like, we changed your life with the biggest offer in the history of the game when you were a teenager, and we've been so patient with you. We've given everything you need, and you want to go somewhere else? That's fine, but there's no way we're taking you back. But they took him back and paid him a lot of money, and look what's happened.
Desperate.
There's no, like, all the top tier clubs would never get treated like that by a player. If I went into it like the Broncos when I was coming through, and obviously I'm a fucking nobody, and was like, I want to leave.
Mean. Don't be like that.
Well, like, compared to them, they would be like...
You're a prodigy, mate.
For about a day. They would be like, all right, sweet, see ya.
Yeah, get out.
Yeah, so like, I just...
Bit of Jojo, get out right now. It's the end of you and me. It's too late.
Jojo Fafita.
For you to be going. No, well, not that Jojo.
Okay.
I think the David Fafita thing's a good point because that was, 16 months ago, and Tino's the reason Fafita backflipped. Tino wanted it, and Des Hasler was there then. So, like, he obviously liked Des then. So, I'd love to know what went wrong in that 16 months.
How old is David Fafita?
25?
I know I'm asking a lot of you.
I think he's 25.
It's okay.
He's still so fucking young.
Well, I think from Tino's perspective, like, he, apparently got Dave to come back or whatever. And so, with
25.
that...
25?
Yep.
Insane.
That's crazy. With that, though, like, I feel like Tino is probably really disillusioned with what's happened with Dave. Like, because...
But I mean, I wonder whether is he disillusioned with the way that Dave's been treated, or is he disillusioned with the way Dave's going about his rugby league football?
Probably Dave going about his rugby league football.
Yes. I put my mullet on the line for you here, bro, and
he really did put it on the line.
You aren't performing. Although he's got injuries as well.
Well,
does he? Oh, you think he's faking them?
I don't know.
Kemp thinks Dave Fafita's faking his injuries. Clip that up.
I don't know what's happening. I don't know. It's all a bit wishy-washy.
Oh, really? A bit wishy-washy?
It's a bit wishy-washy.
What's wishy and what's washy are we thinking?
Rolls washy.
Huh?
Reese Walshy.
Reese Walshy.
Rolls Washy.
Rolls Washy. I'm like, excuse me?
It's like the Ricky Ponting 2005 name for Reece Walsh.
Good reference. I like that.
Yeah, I reckon Storm, but I would like to see him at the Dogs, like him, Leo Thompson, Maxi King up the front.
Dude, I'd like him at the Dogs. I'd like him at, like, I wouldn't mind Dragons him at Manly, dude. And I mean, I know that sounds obvious and that sounds dumb, and I know he's probably not going to go to Manly. That's fine. But that's exactly what we need.
Oh, it is. It actually is.
I think I saw you say it on the Monday show as well. I listen.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Was it like you've never seen...
Every
team united around like, we want you.
Yes, mate.
We want you bad.
It was fucking mental. It was crazy.
All the top clubs would. The Raiders could probably find a way to get him in there somehow. The Storm definitely could. The Dogs could. Who's coming fourth? Panthers probably couldn't. But
they could. They could absolutely. Well, as
not
in,
they wouldn't want him.
You mean I'll fit him? With their salary cap.
He's big and thick. You got to have room to fit someone like that in.
Probably not. Probably not. They're probably maxed out right now.
Well, you said on SEN yesterday that Moses Leota could go to Perth. He could take Moses Leota's money.
Because I was just saying that I reckon Perth should target Leota because they'd get him for a good amount, but it'd be way more than what he's on now. If that was the case, then they could probably get him.
But like, if you see a Tino, it's like, don't go from a poo to a poo, like, you know what I mean? Go have a hot shower, clean yourself up, and then go and win some more premierships with a club that's, gonna win premierships.
And treat you well. Go to someone that treats you well.
Treat you well, dude. Because they're not, and this is, again, I don't want this to sound anti, Dragons or not even. I'm definitely not anti-Perth because they're not even in the comp yet. But like, are you going to win a comp with the Dragons? Are you? Like, you're good, but you're not going to go and win a comp with them.
Yeah, I mean, I think it just depends. Like, if he is still, because his mindset before was, I would love to take a bottom tier side to the top tier.
Wouldn't we all?
Which is very admirable.
Career mode.
So, but maybe he's still in that mindset, but he's going to meet halfway. So it's like, I'll land somewhere in the middle.
Yeah, like the Dogs or the Raiders or Penrith.
Yeah, but if he obviously lands the Bulldogs, that's not his mindset. But if he landed at the Dragons, that actually would be somewhere where if they were to win a premiership or get close, he would get a lot of praise for that of like doing something great. Yeah, so he could still be thinking that. And I will say, Dragons, outside of the Warriors, Dragons young forwards are the best in the competition.
Yeah, they do have some good. They've got some real good coasties coming up.
Yeah, I put it this way. I think it's a small chance. However, there's the fact there's even a chance. 2 years ago, there was no chance Tino would even go there. Yes. I do think that now they've improved enough where it'd be like, oh, I'll consider it.
No, that's fair. That is fair. They are playing. They're playing some good footy. The Dragons, and for all the flack Flano cops his boy playing and shit, he's a premiership winning coach who has improved the Dragons to some degree since he's came.
Heaps. And he's done it whilst blooding a bunch of young players as well. Yeah. So I guess we'll wait and see. But oh man,
him and the Dogs would be sick.
It'd be so sick.
Again, like him and Manly would be great, but like him and outside of my dream of having him play for the Seagulls, which have not been mentioned anywhere in any media reports ever, because we're probably looking for someone to join the Forwards who's like 38 from the fucking Super League. Seeing him in a Dogs jersey would be mad with all those players around him. You're like, I can still get hard for like other teams.
Yeah.
To some degree.
It's almost like you can still be a cuck at times.
Listen, dude. You got to acknowledge that you can be a cuck.
Yeah.
Right?
Look, anyone that pretends that they don't, when their team gets knocked out, they don't have to secretly go for another team. Oh. Everyone's a little bit of a cuck in rugby league. Don't be lying.
Everyone. It's like, it's my second favourite team. It's like, no, that's who you get cucked by. Yeah. That's all. You can call it. It's a nice way of saying I'm a cuck, but that's what it is.
Like you're outside looking in, playing with yourself potentially, whilst they're celebrating their win.
Yes. And your mates who go from it celebrating, and you're over there going, yeah, I wanted that as well.
But you're never getting in the room because it's not your team.
In there. But like, my cuck chairs for season 2025, if Manly were to miss the finals, which is not certain, mathematically at least, I'm cuck chairing for the Raiders and the Panthers.
Okay.
Raiders first and then Panthers.
Okay.
Panthers every year do this to me. I don't know what, it's insane. Like, I'm like, fuck these guys. I don't want to win anymore. And then at the start of this year, again, it was like, yeah, fuck, I'm over this. They're so boring. And then they find like a new storyline to get me back in. It's like, oh, what if we do it from last though? And I'm like, oh, yeah, that is pretty hot.
That is hot.
I'll pull up a chair.
Yeah. Who's my cuck chair this year? If Broncos are to unfortunately not make the finals, or as in the grand final.
Not win it.
But they still could fall out of the 8, which would be devastating.
I know, that would be.
My cuck chair, look, obviously, I don't think the Dolphins will, but I will definitely pull up a cuck chair for the Dolphins.
Yes, there's no way Dolphins. There's got to be a realistic cuck chair. Yeah. Come on.
Okay, realistic cuck chair.
You're a better chance than the Dolphins.
Probably, I mean, I would want the Warriors, but it's not realistic.
Nah, not a cuck. Listen, you'll be wasting your time sitting there.
Probably the Raiders. Yeah. Probably the Raiders, then Storm and Penrith.
Do you want the Storm? This is the thing of the Storm, and like this critique of the Storm is more of a compliment than anything because they're just so consistent. This is just another Storm season. They're doing Storm shit. This is all they've done every year for the fucking last 25 years or whatever it is. It's just another Storm season. They're really good, really consistent with awesome players.
But what about the Munster story? That's yarn for days.
That is, but that's not it. Then I'm just cucking for Munster. That's it. I'm pulling it up and I'm sitting and I'm watching Cam Munster, and that's all it is. I'm cucking Munster, and I'm prepared to cuck for Munster, definitely. But if I'm talking about which team I'm cucking for, Ricky, the Raiders, man, they were favourite for the spoon. They were favourite for the spoon. I bet on it, and it was like now they're top of the ladder.
Oh, so this is a guilt cuck then?
Well, no, it's not a guilt cuck. I mean, I'm just credit to me.
You called them ugly, and now you think they're hot.
Well, they've turned me around. Listen, it's a good reminder that beauty is in the eye of the beholder. I didn't think they were hot, and then now I'm like, oh my God, how wrong was I?
Do they get a glow up maybe?
Well, they've clearly had a glow up, Dan. And I just, it's like in those 90s rom-coms when it's like the nerdy girl. And she's like,
but you can actually tell she's hot, but she just has glasses.
She's got glasses on. And then it's like, oh, now I'm going to prom and I get a full makeover. I'm like, whoa. That's what this is with the Raiders. She had the Raiders had glasses on, and they've taken
And they acted all ditzy like, I don't know what's going on.
Ooh, and now they're like all hot and confident, and I'm like, holy shit. Just the sound of me dragging a chair along a wooden floor just to like sit there and watch.
Oh, far
And then the Panthers, just from last. Cleary, post-origin, club player of the century, like...
Mate.
He's the greatest
so good.
club player of the year.
It's actually crazy. That disclaimer though is just so painful.
It's such a painful disclaimer.
It sucks, dude.
Yeah.
Don't forget, guys, the best discount off your NordVPN goes to nordvpn.com/blokeinabar. You get 4 extra months, 2-year plan. There's no risk with 30-day money-back guarantee. The link is in the podcast episode description. Okay, Selwyn Cobbo, there was a report in the Courier Mail that the Broncos are attempting to re-sign Cobbo for 2027 onwards, meaning he'll be at the Dolphins 26, but then back at the Broncos for 27. Now, I don't know who's the cuck here. Is it Dolphins a cuck or is it Broncos a cuck?
Well, to be honest, there's a couple of cucks in this scenario, it seems.
Are they cucking each other?
If the Broncos are the biggest cucks here, and they're trying to cuck the Dolphins. So if it happens, then I don't think there's a way that...
Is it a reverse cuck?
That two people are going to be cucks in this scenario, I think, no matter which way it goes. Right now, the Broncos, if it's true, are cucks.
Okay.
If Selwyn goes back to the Broncos, he's a cuck.
Oh, okay.
Unless they unload their sacks for him. Like, unless they pay something absurd, it's like you're being a cuck now. And if the Dolphins allow him to go back, obviously performance pending, but then they're cucks also.
So there's
and
a
then
chance...
if the Broncos get him back, and then they're not cucks.
Okay. So I guess
Depending
it's a
on what
wait
they
and see.
pay.
Yeah, it's a wait and see.
If they pay shitloads for him, they're cucks. If they get him back on a good price, not cucks. Smart.
Okay.
Smart cuck holding. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
Does that make sense?
No, it makes a lot of sense.
Why the fuck would they do that? Just because he's good? Like, this is dumb.
Well, I think it's just a matter of they probably paying him like terrible unders at the moment, or at least not great. And next year they're probably salary caps decimated, and so they're like, but the year after that we've got some free space maybe, and so they can bring him back when they can pay him.
Couldn't they have just loaned him?
But then they would have had to sign him for next year to loan him. So they
wouldn't be paying him.
But they would have had to register, because you've got to register the contract before it gets approved. So they would have gone, let's say we're going to sign him for 600K. They would have said, well, you can't. Your salary cap's fucking.
But what if
over.
could they go, hey, we've got a deal here with the Fish or whoever, because they probably wouldn't loan him to the Dolphins, but we can loan. We want to sign him, but then we want to loan him.
I reckon they could say that's salary cap manipulation, maybe, because you haven't signed him yet, but you're getting him loyal to the club long term while someone else has to pay his bill. Whereas if you'd already signed him and the salary cap already had it in its plan and it's been approved by the NRL, that would be different to, I think, coming to the NRL and saying, this is what we want to do, because they'd be like, well, no, that doesn't fit in your salary cap.
Yeah, right.
And also, you wouldn't be able to offer him like 300K. You'd have to offer him he'd be a minimum 500K player. Probably, minimum 500, maybe even 6.
Fucking oath you would.
And so the NRL wouldn't even approve a 300K for him.
Okay. Listen, cuck watch, that one. That's a real cuck watch. I don't know who gets cucked there. It's hard to know if it's even true.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
That feels like bullshit to me, that story.
What I will say is I've gotten to the point where I just automatically assume that nothing's true, but I enjoy the yarn, so I just talk about it.
No, I'm with you there.
Yeah.
My default is everything's a lie, except that the first known human looked like Vin Diesel. That obviously...
I can't believe I got done by that. That's so dumb, bro.
That was great. That was fucking great.
Now, I want to let you know something, because I didn't know I'm pretty sure you weren't aware of this. Paul Crawley, big Buddhist guy.
What?
Big Buddhist guy.
Okay, I did not know that. I would never have taken Crawls for a Buddha.
Well, I'll show you. So he said on NRL 360, the Broncos' injury were a little bit of karma based on their recent cockiness and arrogance. So he's believing that the karma came back and tore their hamstrings, because he's a big believer in karma.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hold on a second. Crawls is a Buddhist.
Yes.
Damn, dude. Okay, maybe you went on an eat, pray, love journey. We went and meditated and shit. When did you say this? Was this last night?
2 nights ago.
2 nights
Two
ago?
nights ago, yeah.
I must have missed that.
Yeah.
We have entered the period of the year where NRL 360 is the same show every single night because there's not enough stories to talk about and teams can't make it anymore. So it's like, what did you think about the Roosters and the fucking Dolphins? And then it's like the next day, it's like, well, what did you think about this?
You know, there's not much to talk about when NRL 360 open with previewing a game. When they're actually talking about football, you're just like, oh, geez, there's nothing going on.
There's nothing going on. And listen, I respect that. It's tough out there in the streets unless you're able to talk about being a cuckold, which they can't.
Yeah.
So obviously we're able to get a lot more juice
Absolutely.
out of the lemon.
Yeah.
I spat everywhere just then when I coughed. Sorry. When were they cocky?
So
Against
when
South.
they were celebrating when they were scoring against South, and they were celebrating too much. So there's a certain amount you're allowed to celebrate against teams with
Okay.
injuries,
Yeah,
and then
right.
there's a line, and once you go past it, you tear your hamstrings the next week.
Okay, so what they did was they went beyond the hamstring threshold.
Yes, which is it's actually in the Buddhist literature, I think.
It is, but it's also in an old ancient rugby league text, I think.
Don't celebrate too hard.
I think it might be in the
against
first rule book like of rugby league. It's like if you go over the top with your celebrations, beating up on a fucking New South Wales Cup side, be careful next week. Your hamstrings in serious danger. I mean,
teams. Interesting though, like Selwyn and Renault didn't really celebrate that much. So I'm not like
what? I just sometimes you do hear things like this, and you go like, "All right, like what the fuck is going on?" That sounds like something we'd say.
yeah, it actually does. It actually does. But
That sounds like he's fucking stealing our lines.
yeah, true. But at Crawley, big karma guy.
I didn't know he was such a karma guy.
I didn't know that either, but it seems like he is. Hopefully they can work on their karma.
Well, they need to work
Chakras.
they need to work on their arrogance and their cockiness because you should not be celebrating victory as a football team. Otherwise, it's going to come back to bite you on the bum.
On the hamstring.
Well, I know he's got his fucking.
Oh, he said, yeah, the
he's got
cockiness
his
bit in the bum.
terminology mixed up there. It's biting you on the hamstring. Cool. Was he in tears when he was saying that?
He has had a history of being passionate about Reece Walsh, though.
Yes, he has, and also a lot of the people on NRL 360 hate the Broncos.
Yeah, and so Gordon Tallis is almost ranting against the Broncos sometimes, but also for the Broncos
Yeah,
sometimes.
because he's like torn. He obviously hates Madge and the fact that it's no longer Kevy. But then he loves them deep down because he's a great of the game and the club. So he doesn't know what to do. That's a tough spot to be in. And then Buzz, who I'm a huge fan of, blamed Madge for the 3 hamstrings. He said it was overtraining.
There is a chance that's true.
I'm not saying there isn't a chance. I'm not saying it's not, but I'm saying you also have Buzz
Oh, going at Madge.
going at Madge.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, this could have been one of the great karma-based flukes of all time in that no one's ever seen 2 halves go down in the same play. Or it could be that Madge is a tyrant.
I mean, it could be somewhere in the middle. I think that let's say their workload was too heavy. I don't blame Madge that much. Like, what is the one thing he's trying to get this team? They've got all the talent in the world. He's trying to make them gritty and tough. If he overshot the mark a little bit this year in his first year, I'm like okay, that's fine. I'd rather him be a little bit too hard than too soft.
Yes. We were saying that maybe now this might be the chance for the Broncos to have to be forced into grit. Like they've lost their 2 halves.
Yeah,
They've lost Selwyn. The reality is they've still got a seriously hot side. But like whether now they've got to be a little bit more grit focused, grit based in their play.
Grit-based rugby league.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's a great shout. Billy Waltz is obviously, you can't rely as much on Ezra Mam to just go game breaking, like games broken open.
Billy's grit guy.
He's a grit guy. He's all grit. And so, yeah, I'm with you, mate. And also, I will say, though, like, people that are like, oh, man, they're so done. It's like, are you serious, bro? Like, I hope they're not thinking like that because that team is unbelievable.
That's what I mean. You look to the side, you're like Carrigan, Haas, Ben Hunt's still there, of all cunts. Reece Walsh at the back, Tony Staggs, Shibasaki, if he's not injured, I don't know. You know, like, and I'm probably forgetting people. Jack Gajewski, to a lesser extent, but still good.
Chicken shop guy.
Well, yeah, he's bloody Chaggo Charlie's first
Chaggo
one.
Charlie's.
Charlie's, Brisbane, I think. Check it out. Jack Gajewski, good man, played for Manly. Manly legend. Yeah, dude. I don't want to be crass on this show.
Yeah, don't be crass.
So I just want to, but sometimes you have to be.
Okay.
I'd suck a cock for your team. know what I mean? I'd
shit.
suck a cock for 3 of your players.
Holy shit.
2 of your players, 1 of your players. Like,
Wow.
let's be real here. You lose. Like, most teams don't have an Ezra and Reynolds half set up. So they're usually running with like a lesser half and 1 dominant half.
Mm-hmm.
So you've just basically got Ben Hunt, who is a Queensland Australian rep. So and you've got Billy Walters, who's been great for you this year. And you've got Tony Staggs, who's played Origin. You got Ezra. You got Walsh, who's played Origin. You got Haas, who many consider to be the greatest front row in the history of rugby league. You know what I mean?
Hot boy Carrigan.
You got your boy Carrigan, Slut Strands. It's a good team.
Yeah.
It's a good team.
I'm with you.
But karma, chameleon.
But it is karma too.
Yeah.
Don't celebrate too much.
No. What do you think? Have you got anything to say to Crawls? Because you've got me here.
I'm surprised about.
You're Mr. fucking KO these
Mate,
days. So I just want you to fucking.
Well, I'm the one that brought it up.
I know, but I want you to call it out.
I'm calling out the fact I wasn't so. I was surprised at how he was religiously inclined to Buddhism. I thought he was more of a maybe even an atheist.
Where's Buddhism originate from? Like, what part of the world?
Is it China or is it India? No, it's China.
Hindu is India, I believe, but I don't know.
Buddhism?
That's why I asked.
Buddhism originated in India.
India. There you go.
Yeah, because I think
Buddhist
people think it's China, but it was actually India.
I don't think anything. I honestly would have said either I am ignorant,
Jaina.
I'm dumb.
Jaina.
So we now need to work out when Crawls has been to India. It might have been a long time. He might have kept this quiet.
Wow. Okay. Eat, pray, love. Oh, well, that's actually Bali.
Well, but you can eat, pray, love wherever you want.
That's true.
That's just
very
where
true.
the lady in the movie did it.
Okay.
Crawls could have eat, pray, loved over in India.
That's fair. That's fair. And that would make sense then. And if you're in tune with karma, who are we to tell you how karma works? Because I'm not a big Buddhist guy.
I'm not. I don't mind getting around karma.
Yeah.
But I just didn't think that it had anything to do with this situation.
Well, it might not be India because it originated there, but it's obviously not as prevalent there now. It's mostly prevalent in, it says here, China, Thailand, Japan, and Sri Lanka.
And on NRL 360.
Yes.
And yes, being imported to Australia.
Yep.
The NRL's biggest rivals are going head-to-head round 27. Roosters play the Rabbitohs. Roosters have a game day experience, guys, the Captain's Club, where you sit in a premium seating, get a 2-course meal with halftime catering from Mr. Wong, but not Sewer Wong, actual Mr. Wong, plus unlimited premium beverages. The link to this will be in the show notes, but if you use code BLOKE20, the Roosters are giving you 20% off, guys. Make sure to go and use it now, because I promise you, it's going to get sold out. So I know what you're thinking. You're sitting there going, oh yeah, I'll just wait till the week before. It's all like, I do it too. I'm the same guy as well. I wait till the week before and then I go, shit, it's all gone. So go there now, use it, Bloke20. Okay, Bellamy versus Cleary.
Just saying, Mr. Wong, that's where Latrell and Braith had their dust up.
Ooh.
Is it?
Yeah.
Mr. Wong's?
Yeah.
Damn, dude, right in the streets. That's where we love to go to Mr. Wong's. That's like a little office. We go there for like celebratory lunches and shit.
You know what's funny with that whole Latrell Braith situation? I actually respected that Latrell would actually speak to him about it. And I know people
I don't know that it was like a speak to it. It was like, oi, get up, cunt.
But I'm just like, it's better than being like not confronting him about it.
Well, I think
because he didn't throw any punches.
Well,
Nothing
no,
happened.
Dan, and I think that listen, I understand generally where you're coming from. Shout out to Latrell. I'm surprised he didn't get suspended for it, but the confrontation, bringing something to a head. Yes, I'm all for that. I'm all for like speaking, having a conversation, speaking your truth. Or if you're not happy with something that someone's saying or doing, it's like confront them. But maybe it's not like come outside while he's like sitting down.
But we know that definitely happened. Like, as in, it was definitely like, come outside, let's punch on.
I think from what I have heard from people, it was like,
because I've heard from the. It depends what side you talk to.
Yes.
One side is like, it was genuinely like, let's go and have a chat, man to man, about this, and then the other side is like, let's go and punch on.
Yes.
I would be very surprised if Latrell Mitchell is looking to punch on out the front of a pub.
Oh, so am I. But
you really reckon Latrell Mitchell?
It's not even necessarily that. No, I don't. It's not even necessarily. But like, what energy are you entering that engagement with? Like, so you might. It could be a. Listen, humans. A lot of human communication is non-verbal.
Non-verbal. Yeah, that's true. That's true. You got a point
so you see a fucking 6'3" Latrell come up to your table as you're just trying to hook into a couple of soup dumplings and xiaolong bao, if you will. And he's like, "Oi, come outside. I want to chat." You're like, when people say come outside, like
usually there's like an unwritten rule that it's like, oi, come outside, and you're like, oh fuck, right,
Maybe.
we're on.
Maybe.
Now that could have just been lost in the wash of
A good
intentions.
old-fashioned let
He might have just
transport
been like, no,
concept.
I actually just want you to come outside so
And
we can talk
talk.
about this.
Yeah, rather than stand in the middle of a restaurant talking
an
about it.
establishment that serves phenomenal duck pancakes.
Yeah.
Well, sorry, I made a mistake. I got my Asian restaurants mixed up. It was
I thought so.
Chin Chin.
Yeah,
not Mr. Wong.
listen, I didn't want to correct you. It didn't feel like Mr. Wong's. I think that would have stuck more in my brain.
Mm.
There is a good alleyway, though, to throw down, though, outside Mr. Wong's if they did want to do it.
So maybe it should have been a Mr. Wong's.
It might have gone down differently.
Anyway, it's glad that nothing
Raking
happened.
over
from
old
it.
cops, but it's just glad nothing happened.
Bellamy versus Cleary. So basically, talking about being able to tackle when you do a crossfield bomb while they're in the air. And so Ivan Cleary questioned whether the interpretation of the rule has drifted from its original intent, saying, "I'm not comfortable. Some of the rulings you've seen have nothing to do with safety, so I think there's a little bit of common sense around that rule. As long as it seems safe, I think you should at least get the opportunity to try to stop a try in that situation. Anyone who matches up against some of these wingers, including Xavier, it's a tough ask." And then Bellamy said anyone not happy with the rules can put an application in to change them. That's the rules. Doesn't matter what I think, doesn't matter what anyone thinks. It's the guys making up the rules. So that's the rules. The Storm coach said if you want to put an application to get the rules changed, they can do it. But at the end of the day, I'm not going to worry about that. That's the rules. So that's what we'll play to. Super interesting that Ivan chose this week to bring this up.
Isn't it?
Yes.
Very interesting. And not just this week, but he also named specifically one of the wingers that he's going to be coming up against.
Yeah.
I love it, though.
Oh, yes, I love it. I love it a lot. He's trying to put the pressure on the refs to not give a penalty try if Brian Toto tackles Coates in the air.
Yes.
Or send him for 10.
Send him for 10. We're actually doing a stream tonight, myself and Sebo. I don't know if I said that at the start for this game, Hello Sport, YouTube. We will be gambling on the game responsibly heavily. It's a reason. I agree with Ivan, but then Bellamy, the wily old dog, is like, yeah, bruh, cool, change the rules next year. What I do like is that it's brought the kicking, like, there was a period there where I feel like they stopped kicking to the wingers as much. Like, there wasn't a lot of Israel Fa'asuamaleaui tries off wingers, and now that's brought it back, and Xavier Coates, I don't know whether we pronounce the X as much as some, but he's a freak. And so you get to see awesome tries. But I do agree with the fact that, like, there was the one in Origin where Toto got sent for 10. And you're like, he was jumping for the ball, and then as he started falling, it was like, holy shit. Like, it was almost like he was trying to help Coates, help himself. Like, it wasn't like it was maliciously trying to tackle. And there is an element there which I think lacks some common sense. But fucking, tough titties. As
Tough titties. I wish Bellamy had said tough titties.
Honestly, one thing, tough titties. And like that's all you say. It's like, what do you think? It's like, oh, you tough titties, bro.
What if Bellamy was like, have a cry, cunt?
Yeah, wait, have a cry, you pussy. When did they
That
say
would be the fucking greatest comeback ever.
Oh, yeah.
That would be a slam dunk.
Slam dunk, dude. Oh, you have a cry, you pussy. Dude, there's a, like, sometimes I think about it when I'm like, imagine if I was like a player or if I was a coach, how would I operate under situations where like you see them default to like media trained situations? Like, oh, am I tiring you out there, mate?
Nah, sorry. It's just been, it was a long night last night.
Oh, yeah, well.
Apologies, mate.
Yeah,
Apologies.
no, it's not good, too.
Hey, hang on a sec. Eddie yawns all the time. You never pull him up.
Oh, does he? I don't know. I mean, listen, I've been up since 3. So,
I apologise. I'm sorry.
no, that's a lie. I was up at 3. I went back to sleep at 4:30. I think about like how I would potentially react in situations like this, and I'm like, I feel like I'd want to have way more fun with it. Like in the way, obviously, I'm not saying that I'd be Bellamy saying, "Oh, shut up, you pussy," or like tough titties.
Tough titties.
You know what I mean? But like everyone's so serious, and you can see clearly what he's doing. Like, I don't know. I feel like it'd almost be funny as well. But I was like, geez, it's an interesting week for him to bring that up.
Yeah. We'll be like, don't get your knickers in a knot.
Boy, don't get your knickers in a knot. Don't get your fucking, pubes in a knot.
I think it's just like they get so much pressure from everyone around them, like, mate, sponsors, and like,
don't give them anything.
yeah, don't give them anything. Now there's all these headlines about
Yeah.
the club, and with all these distractions, there's media at the training grounds, like all that
Yeah.
kind of stuff gets
I
brought
know.
up, and so that they just try to default to, But I'm with you. It would be interesting if we got a coach who's like, you know what, I'm just going to rip. Just gonna rip.
Every once in a while, there are coaches like that. You someone like Nathan Brown, like had it in him, and he'd let it out every once in a while, and you're like, geez, he must be straddling his actual desires, like just holding them in, because he says some shit where you're like, wow, that was.
Well, the big head, little head one was
Big
on
head,
great
little
talk.
head, phenomenal.
Oh, mate.
Phenomenal.
Great stuff, that stuff. Bring it back. We need some. You know what? We need someone that's already rich to become a coach.
Who doesn't give a fuck?
Because they don't care. Because like, I'm just going to be here as short as possible, but I'm going to be a historic run.
Yeah.
Where the people are going to be like, mate, keep him. Even if he's a terrible coach, I need his press conferences every week.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, I mean, I guess you could maybe that if you owned a club.
Yeah. And you just pay all the fines. You just literally like any fine the NRL.
If I was Nick Politis and you just be like, shut up.
Yeah, just pay it.
You
Whatever.
know what I mean? Like, anyway,
It's kind of
something to think about.
I think is it what's his name? The Amazon guy. Bezos. So his hedges are like too high.
I've seen that.
And so he just pays the fines like it's nothing.
Every year, yeah, it's like an $1,800 fine or something, or maybe even like $17,000 a year or something.
Yeah.
It's just like whatever.
And he just pays it.
His hedges are humongous.
The disrespect, like to be like, okay, I'm breaking the law or whatever, I'll just pay the fine. Like it's just like the law doesn't matter to me because I'm rich.
Yes, it's like parking fines. At a certain point, you just go, I'm going to park wherever I want.
Just cop them.
Whatever.
Just cop them.
Like if you're balling, as long as it's like you're not in a place where it's going to get towed, which is actually currently where my car is. Well, I'm parked underground, but they're like, we'll tow you if you're in the wrong park.
They say that, but
they say it, but they rarely do it. But like, if you're balling, it's like, fuck it. Oh, you can't park here for longer than an hour. It's like, yeah, well, I'm gonna, and I'll cop the fine. Yeah. And I'm probably not going to even pay for parking. I'm just going to run the gauntlet because I might get out of this thing without even having to
You're
pay
running the
for
gauntlet. Okay, I'm paying for parking.
Not now. I'm not saying me now. I'm saying if I'm a baller.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Pay for parking now. Jesus Christ.
The fine's $1,000 a month, so he'd make that back in like a second.
Literally more than
It's
like less than a
$1,000 a
second.
month.
He would probably make that in like half a second.
Yeah. I mean, it just would not even be. What's that as a percentage of his actual wealth? Like,
0.0000001%.
Yeah. It'd take, longer. I don't know, like, it just doesn't even seem like it matters. All right. Surely they just fine him more.
Don't forget, guys, Teddy is the code for menu log this week. $7 off chicken shops. And our hungry local shout out goes to Springers, serving juicy, tender charcoal chicken in Caroline Springs. So use code Teddy. And also, guys, Code Sports. Go to codesports.com.au/sputbloke and use code Bloke for your discount. Just going to go down here. Okay, NRL stadiums. The Roosters are reportedly losing patience on the surface. Thoughts on the boys losing patience on the surface? Are you a big grass guy?
Oh, huge grass guy. I yearn for the day when I have my own grass, my own patch of grass.
Oh, okay.
Currently where I'm renting, our backyard has AstroTurf, which I love. This is a shout out to AstroTurf because I don't even have to think about it. Mm-hmm. When it's not your own plot of land, I'm like, give me AstroTurf because I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
But when I have my own place to put down my roots,
it's not
I
real
want
and
to get
true.
out there.
Yeah.
I want to get out there and work on the lawn.
Yeah.
There's a dead patch over there. I'm going to have to maybe try a bit of different grass.
Yeah, salt of the earth kind of stuff.
Yeah, get my hands dirty.
Pick the dirt up and like run it through your fingers and be like, that's mine, I own that. But the bank could probably still take it because I'm paying a mortgage.
Well, it's a mortgage, so they could take it any time they wanted, really, especially if things went south over at Shane Keith, now Pipe Dreams Media. The stadium surface at Allianz is one of the great disgraces in sporting history. Given how much that fucking place cost, and I don't know if the curator at the SCG, if they cross over, because the SCG's fucked at the moment as well, but we spent the taxpayer.
Can we sue the government? Because
listen, you could. They'd find a way to stop you.
Because I feel like I'm not happy with what I spent my money on. That they didn't deliver the product.
No, they rarely deliver anything though.
If I don't deliver $10 to the government, they're calling me non-stop.
Or you're late with your bloody whatever, or your parking fine where you were 2 seconds over and we charged you at $300 for it. Now pay that. But
we're going to send Neo from the Matrix after you if you don't pay $10.
Yeah, exactly. But
I can't watch rugby league football with Teddy gliding across the field that I paid for. Because he slips all the time, because he's Slipsy McGee, but also because he's got bad.
He's got bad knees and he had to shorten his studs. But that was fine if we had a field that had good enough drainage, state of the art drainage, which we don't have. I went to a Waratahs game. It was the first time I'd seen how bad it was, and I think it was last year. And honestly, dude, the ball would hit the ground and just not move, and I'm like, where am I right now?
That's craziness.
Where am I in the 80s? I might Henson Park in the pissing rain in the 80s. Shout out to that reference from me. I've never been. But, it's ridiculous. Of course they should be losing patience. What's wrong with it? What is going on there? How is it not draining? Sure, there's been heaps of rain, but it's taken, biblical rain for Combank to get a little bit dirty.
Yeah. It's honestly there's probably, what do you reckon, 1 million stadiums have been built in the last 100 years?
Probably.
And they went, you know what? Let's not look at any of that and how they handled it, and let's just go, stuff it.
Is that what they've done?
Well, surely there is other stadiums out there that are essentially the exact same conditions that use certain things to make sure the drainage is correct.
Yes. And up to, we're a coastal city, Denon. Lots of rain, generally speaking, on the coast. Given the ocean and the whatevers, it just sort of happens that way. Don't look into it. How are you not making sure that the goddamn stadium has the best drainage known to man?
Bizarre.
Especially with cloud seeding and all that the government's doing these days to keep us inside. What are we talking about?
All those 5G towers.
All those 5G towers, mate. Fuck. It's just hard, man. I'm sick of it.
All right, guys, don't forget KO. You can't miss it.
Nothing to say about the cloud seeding, mate?
I just don't want to get involved because even if you say, guys, it's just a bit of fun, there'll be one guy that's taking it seriously.
That one guy gives a shit.
Sorry, just Bezos, $1,000 of his net worth is 0.000000426%. So I converted it. If you're on 100 grand a year, it'd be the equivalent of less than half of $1,000 the fine.
There you go. I'm impressed by the math you've just pulled out.
Yeah, same.
Thank you.
That's incredible.
Is that as maths teacher?
Both parents are maths teachers.
Are you good at maths?
You know what? In school, I was doing 3 unit and I was mid-range. And then 2 weeks before the trial HSC, my mum said, why don't you just try and learn the whole general maths syllabus and try and rank number 1? Because HSC is all about rank. It's not really about... So I did. I learned the whole syllabus in 2 weeks, topped the year easily, and then did it that way.
There we got a fucking Rain Man genius.
That is, and just the
it was general maths. It wasn't hard.
Well, shut up! I dropped general maths the second I could. But
holy,
your mum being like, "Oi, 2 weeks out, why don't you go learn the entire general maths syllabus?" And you'd be like, "Yeah, right, good idea." I'd be like, "Fuck off, how much?"
Oh my god! Who thought we had an astrophysicist?
I didn't realize
on the
that,
decks?
Matthew.
Wow.
I hate maths so much that I wouldn't do well in a household with 2 maths teacher parents.
Okay.
They'd be super disappointed at me.
Are you the more creative type?
Yeah, but in high school, it wasn't like I was
actor?
doing drama and shit. I just wasn't good. You know what I mean? I just wasn't good at...
Bro, I remember one
Anything.
time in drama, we had to sing a song in front of everyone. I rapped Eminem, Forgot About Dre in front of everyone.
Oh, fuck, what I would pay to see that.
Oh my God, bro.
We had to do an interpretive dance at university.
Oh, interpretive dance.
So you had a team, you had a group, and you had to do an interpretive dance. And I was like, you've got to be kidding me. This was one of the first subjects we had at uni. I'm just like, what am I doing?
Interpretive dance.
Yeah.
What the hell, bro?
Yep. I was terrible at school. Or not terrible, I was not good.
Now, Maddie, how was Stance, the movie?
Was that the Eminem thing?
Yes, yeah. So I'm an Eminem sicko, right? So I already know everything. So I didn't learn anything. And to be honest, the first 20 minutes, he didn't really come in until 20 minutes in, and it was just the movie's called Stan, so it's fans talking about Eminem, and if I'm being honest, I'm not really interested in that. I don't really care what other fans have to say, but I still went and watched it. The last half was hectic though. They just went through his whole life and career, and it was
Eminem,
pretty mad.
So it's an Eminem doco.
Yeah, it's his doco.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. It's
that sucks. I wish he had gone.
It's a good concept, but I'm just I don't care what other people think.
I don't care either.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit about other stands. But I wish it was a full-on, deep dive into his career.
To be honest,
why haven't they done that?
To be honest, though, it actually probably was, but I know everything about him, so maybe
I might be a better. I loved Eminem.
Oh, you wouldn't know any.
I don't know all.
Yeah, I'm probably underselling it a bit.
Because you're a sicko.
Oh, mate.
You
I've
are a
done
sicko for
it,
Eminem.
Literally, yeah.
But
yeah.
see, I thought you would have still enjoyed it in the sense of like, there are certain bands I enjoy, or even if you think about like the glory days of Conor McGregor. Every time there was a new video, I was just like, oh, even if I'd heard him talk about it somewhere else, I was still like, oh yes, dude.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, that's why I went. And I still enjoyed it. I just didn't learn anything.
Prime McGregor was like nothing ever before it.
Nothing that I've ever experienced at all.
Because we'd never had an athlete that was world famous but could talk like that, other than obviously like your Ali's and your...
For our generation.
Yeah, our generation.
And he backed it up.
And obviously he's not anything...
Oh, bro,
Please.
No, but he sucks now, dude. It's so...
He's so cringe now. I never thought he would turn into a cringe lord.
It's funny because you just see what... this is alleged from other people at least, if the allegations are true, just what like yes men and rack will do to someone. Like you just lose all perspective. You see these old videos of him talking, how clear he is in his mind and his perspectives, like after wins and shit, and then you're just like, what? There's not an inkling of that guy anymore.
Yeah.
Do you remember the Artem Lobov? His like
yeah,
teammate.
saw him.
Yeah, but he was on Ariel. If you want to watch a good interview, go watch him with Ariel Helwani, and he's still the same guy. And the way he talks about Conor, it's not like a fuck you. He's like, it's almost like he's mourning. He's like mourning a loss of a fucking friend, and he's like, God, I'd love to see him come back. Because even though he's suing him.
Yeah, so Artem says, and so Artem is a chemical engineer or something like that, or like, can you look up Artem Lobov, chemical something? And so his argument is he was the one that took the whiskey idea to Conor McGregor.
Yeah.
And it kind of does make sense because that's what he does is mix chemicals or some shit like that.
The way he goes and explains a little bit of like how the whole thing played out. Obviously, you've got to take everything anyone's saying with a grain of salt, like either side of the story. But
what's more likely? The guy that turned into a massive piece of shit didn't pay his mate back, $10-20 million.
Yeah.
Or
the guy only like $5 or $6 million. I think was all it was like.
Initially, yeah, I think probably worth more now. But it was 5% of the company.
That's all he was. That's all he's asking for.
Fucking hell, bro. Just give it to him. Like, wouldn't you just because we came up together? Like, he's talking
about. He's like, mate, when we trained, he's like, I never. He paid everyone for training camps. He's like, I never took money. He's like, he was my brother. I didn't want to
take money from him. Oh my god, bro, just craziness, absolutely craziness. But yeah, and when you look at early Conor McGregor, you're like, that's a bloke that you would almost have your kids aspire to, almost. Obviously not the ruthless killer side of him, but
listen, that's just the byproduct of the mentality. I think I agree with you.
The focused discipline about, dreaming about being, not listening to anyone, focusing on things. And then the guy that he turned into is the biggest loser ever. It's just like, my God,
and you see it and you're just like, oh God, like he thinks like you see him doing his band. He's still incredible at talking. But it's just not the same. Like he did an intro for the bare knuckle SC shit,
and his face was like nearly going to explode,
exploding, right? But you're like, this guy still has really good access to like the words that are like to make this thing, like to hype this thing.
But it doesn't have the same.
It doesn't have the same.
Je ne sais quoi.
No, exactly right. Took the words right out of my mouth. It does not have the same je ne sais quoi.
There's not much with chemical. It's just more like the conceptualization of the brand.
Artem.
He speaks about it. Go watch him on Ariel Helwani. It's a fucking great interview. And I came out of it feeling like I trusted him more than Conor. That's for damn sure.
So he's got a master's in business. A master's in business. Got that wrong. My bad.
You know what, man? People get things wrong.
I don't want to spread fake news, though.
Of course.
Misinformation.
We do that all the time.
Anyway, all right. Let's get some tips. Panthers v the Storm. Storm 264. Shit.
Pappenhausen's out. That's why they've drifted.
Yes.
Still.
He's been out for a while, though. In terms of, like, that's been known. They haven't gotten further out, have they?
Well, when the odds came out, he was in. He played last week.
Right.
But yeah, they dropped 20 cents on Tuesday when the teams.
I think the Panthers. I think the Panthers win it.
Okay.
What do you reckon?
Honestly, coin flip for me.
Yeah, but like if you had to tip one, Denon.
I would go Penrith.
Yeah.
Penrith. Right now, I just think like watching Penrith last week, and I know it's against the Knights, but like, bro, they were so ruthless. I couldn't believe what I was watching.
In the wet.
It was insane, bro.
A wet, ruthless Panthers?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Now, a full strength with Hughes and Pappy and everyone in, I'd probably tip Storm.
Yeah, and Isaiah Yo back as well.
Yeah.
I think I probably would agree with you. Panthers, though, I feel like at the moment are playing better, and again, this is coming from an idiot, but they're playing better than I've seen the Storm play all year. Like the Storm have moments where they're really good, but the Storm almost feel like they're not even at their best.
Yeah, I'm with you. Like, as in, they've played 80 minutes of footy, whereas Storm, they'll just like play 20 minutes, blow you out the park, and then just
and then
cruise.
sort of just cruise through.
Yeah.
Whereas and they haven't played this like scintillating, consistent rugby league. Whereas
That's
the
fair.
Penrith the last 9 games, like not for the whole 9, but as they've sort of got better and better each week, you're like, holy shit.
I'm just trying to think in that 9 games, like, other than the Bulldogs, what top tier side have they played?
Don't know.
They just scraped by the Bulldogs, and it was a great win.
Broncos, maybe.
No,
They beat the Warriors, and the Warriors were good then.
what was the score in that game?
They won by 10.
10.
And that was away.
Oh, and that was without all their players too. Yeah,
Yeah, was that after Origin?
yeah. That was a crazy win by Penrith. Yeah, okay. So that's definitely. If you can beat the Warriors and the Bulldogs in that 9 run, like, you'd beaten top tier side.
And that Bulldogs side, that was when Bulldogs, before that even sort of, because I feel like the Bulldogs had a little bit of a
lull. Yeah.
Yeah, outside of those two, they've been bottom 8 teams. But
Okay, that's good to know though.
And so that's why I think this is a real test. Like, I've got them as a premiership threat, but this for me will be full confirmation.
They're back.
They are back. They can win the competition.
wow, they've got Storm, Raiders, Bulldogs next 3 weeks.
Dude,
So they'll know.
Hot. Are they Thursday?
Nah, Thursday next week is South,
Etch.
but then the week after their Thursday against Bulldogs.
This Thursday night game is so hot, this one.
Oh, it's horny.
This is finals footy come early, mate.
Oh, it's finals footy.
It's not the same.
No, finals footy side this week.
Finals footy come early.
This week,
It's
mate.
finals like that.
Warriors Dragons.
Dragons.
Mate, Dragons 254 is juicy.
Yeah, that got my little doodle tingling at 254. Part of 3.
Okay.
6 adult. Yeah, I like the Dragons. Warriors got fucking, they're down on confidence, down on troops. The Dragons haven't won over in New Zealand since 2011, just so you know.
Roosters Bulldogs.
Roosters.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
They're too violent, too physical.
I just want value. This is value horse stuff.
Okay. You're a value haul. Okay. Well, Sharks Titans then.
No, Sharks. but would it shock anyone in the rugby league
No, it
community
wouldn't.
if the Sharks lost?
It wouldn't. If the Titans came out and killed it too.
Yeah.
Broncos Dolphins.
Dolphins.
Oh my God, bro! It's spite.
That's
a spite bet, bro.
I swear it's
Oh
not. I
my
told you I'm
God,
being
bro.
value haul.
They got beaten by 60 last week,
Yeah,
bro.
and you guys have lost fucking all your best players.
Rabbitohs Eels.
Eels.
Tigers.
Shout out to the Eels. I know I shit on the Eels all the time as well, but I like the Eels.
They're hot. They're hot right now. Riles is hot
Donk
right now.
Riles has got him going.
And he's got the grey hair now, but he
Grey
still looks
hair,
young.
Still looks fit.
Do you reckon he dyes it
Humongous.
grey to look more like intelligent?
That wouldn't shock me.
Yeah.
That'd be
Smart
an intelligent move. Yeah.
Smart move. Maybe Desi should try it. Just that big grey mane.
There's a lot of hair.
Look like Dumbledore or something. West Tigers, Manly Seagulls.
Manly, but I'm terrified. Terrified.
Bro, if you get beaten by West Tigers, I fucking hope so. so bad.
Cody Totes, our producer, was like, if we beat you on the weekend, we've got the same amount of wins for the season.
Oh my God, bro. Please happen.
Yeah.
Please happen.
Yeah. Times are tough. I think we win well.
Okay. Cowboys, Knights.
Cowboys, but again, would it shock you? Would it shock you if the Knights won?
No, absolutely would not shock me. And 282 when you look at how the Cowboys are so up and down.
Yeah.
Alrighty, that's us done and dusted. Stream tonight. Sebo and Tom, Hello Sport YouTube. Make sure to be there, and we will go and fuck ourselves.
Bye.
What's gambling really costing you? For free and confidential support, visit gamblinghelponline.org.au.